that I'm not going to cry, Millie. I'm good. I am convinced that the reason you put me to speak last was because you wanted to embarrass me after having a talk. Oh, come on. Well, either way, after the people that you put me behind, I'm short for words, but I'll do my best. It's funny that they mentioned basketball when talking about Mikayla, because funny story about how I met Josh. First time that I actually got a chance to meet Josh, Mikey, please, I'm not going to be able to keep going with this if you're laughing. He knows the story. Funny story, Josh came in and he starts asking me about student organizations on campus, and shortly thereafter we start talking about sports. Now, Josh was a basketball player in high school, and Josh starts talking about how he enjoyed basketball and how he had a great time playing basketball. And I looked Josh square in the face, and I told him, I'll take it. I will happily beat you in a basketball game. Even though I've been blessed with height deficiency, in addition to a mouth that tries cashing checks that it can't cash, I decided to gamble and tell him that I'd beat him. And Josh gave me this face of, I cannot believe this kid has the audacity, the gall, to actually challenge me to a basketball game. And we raised the stakes. We decided to make it a 100-point game. I like to say I held my own for the first, 10 minutes. And by that I mean I was only losing maybe 20 to 10 before the game quickly started getting out of reach for me. And at some point, and to Josh's credit, and this starts speaking to his qualities, Josh told me I was at 48, 49, and Josh told me I'm not letting you get to 50. He was already at 96, 95, and he did not let me score that last basket. And it was a point of honor for me. I insisted I have to get this basket. I couldn't get it. And that's one of Josh's greatest virtues. Not putting me down, actually, more than anything, one of Josh's greatest virtues is the fact that anything he seeks, anything he wants, he's got it in life. He has an insatiable will that, in my opinion, is second to anyone I've ever met. Now, as great as his will has been, as great as his demeanor, as great as his desire is, to me the greatest quality that sets Josh apart, not his intelligence, although I think he's brilliant, not his will, like I said, but his heart. His heart. I think of Josh and I think of a 1920s Cuban gentleman running down the streets of Havana with his coat in hand, handkerchief in pocket, offering to any damsel in distress any assistance he may ever need. And that is the man that I think you guys have raised. That's who I think of when I think of Josh.
Thank you.
And I sincerely think that. And to me, when I think of Josh, I think of a man of principles. In a day and age when too many times we don't have principles in our society, the most steadfast thing, the most reassuring thing about Josh is a man of principle. A man who will stick to what he believes in, will show loyalty, will show fidelity, will show honesty to a capacity that I don't know of no other friend of mine has. Now, Josh, I'm about to insult you just for 1 second.
You're building me up.
Yeah, I'm building you up to take you down. As great a man as I think you are, and I mean this, what I'm about to say, I mean it. As great a man as I think you are, I think you're outmatched. And I think you're outmatched because you found the love of your life in Mikayla. Now, Mikayla, funny story that I have not shared with you. First time that I actually, you came to my house with Josh, my mother walked and loved you. We're talking about fell in love with you. When you left, my mother gave me the most backhanded compliment I have ever received. And I'm not sure, I choose to see it as a compliment to you, really. She said, out that door has walked the woman that I have most liked ever walking through this door. And I think my mother reminded me of this story, and I said, wow, I still haven't changed your mind in the last couple of years, have I? Mikayla, I think of you and I think you come straight out of an Arthurian novel. I think you are the kind of woman who your skill Your ability, your love, your compassion, your sincerity shines through in everything you do, your attention to detail, the classiness of this ceremony. There is no quality that I could imagine ever wanting in a wife that you do not have. And when I say, Josh, that you are punching above your weight class, I could not, from the bottom of my heart, be more proud of you, be more happy for both of you. I wish you a lifetime of blessings. Thank you so much for having us here. Salute.
Salud.